Hello, I'm Professor Ellen Jakovich, and today we're going to talk about indexes, specifically how to compute index value using both a price-weighted index and a market value-weighted index. So let's get started. Okay, what you see on your screen is a problem already there that says you've got 3 stocks listed below. Compute the index value of a price-weighted index at the end of the first period. And what you see is a chart that has Larry, Moe, and Curly. These are the 3 stocks we own, Larry, Moe, and Curly. And it gives us prices and quantity of each, both at time 0 and at time 1, which can be the next day, the next month, the next year. Doesn't matter. It's just the next period. So, question 1, to solve this, we have to answer, what are we solving for? And if you read the question, it says compute the index value of a price-weighted index. So we're solving for price-weighted index value. Pretty obvious. What we have to do second is find the formula. So there is a formula for this, but it is wonderfully simple. It is just the average of the stock prices. So to solve for the index value, we plug in what you know. There we go. Let's say we want to find the index value at time 1. So what you see here is V1. And what do we have? We have the 3 stock prices at time 1, which are Larry is 95, Moe is $40 a share, and Curly is $120 a share. There are 3 stocks. We add those 3 prices together and we divide by 3, just a simple average, and solve for it. And we get the price-weighted index value of these 3 stocks at time 1 is 85. So, why do we care? Why is this useful to us? Well, there's a lot of reasons. By itself, it can be a benchmark. Last year we hit 85 for our index value of stocks. I want it to be more than that. Are we doing better or are we worse? But usually how it's used is as step 1 towards finding a rate of return. So how much money did we make, or what percent value did we make over the course of a year or a day or whatever since time 0? So if you look below as to why finding the price-weighted index value is useful, you will see that I already went ahead and solved for V0. It's the average of the 3 stock prices at time 0, and it was 75. We already know that V1 is 85 because we just solved for that. There is a rate of return formula that is going to be the value at time 1 divided by the value at time 0, or the time prior, whatever you want to base this on, minus 1. So when we plug that in, that the rate of return at time 1 is going to be 85 divided by 75 minus 1, we get that we made a 13.34% rate of return in a single period. Very good to know. So now you know how to do price-weighted index values and why it's useful. It helps you find the rate of return. So now let's do the next problem, which is the same figures, everything, but now we're going to find the market value weighted index value. A little bit more to this. Not much. Don't sweat yet. So, finding the formula. On this one, you have to take the price times the quantity for each stock at the time that you are after. So in this case, we'll do time 1 again as well. So we do the value at time t. We're going to say time 1 would be the price at time t, time 1, of A, and the quantity of stock A, and then of B, and of C, and of however many stocks we have. So it's price times quantity for each stock. So in this case, we're going to plug in what we know for time 1. And what you get is the value at time 1 under a market value weighted index is going to be the stock price of 95 times the 100 shares we own, plus the stock price of 40 for Mo, the 95 was Larry, the stock price of 40 for Mo times 200 shares of Mo, plus a stock price of 120 for Curly stock times 200 shares of that. So you chug all that together and solve for it, and you get that the value is $41,500. And that's basically the value of your portfolio of those 3 stocks in its entirety at time 1. Now, once again, we can ask the question, why is this useful? And you're going to find that it's the exact same formula as before, but now instead of putting the price averages, we're going to put the market values in for V1 and V0. So you can see that on your screen. I already solved for the market value at time 0, which was $37,500. At time 1, we just solved it together. It's $41,500. So we take that $41,500 and we divide by $37,500. Once we get that, we subtract 1. We get R1, the rate of return at time 1, using market value, was 0.1067, which equals 10.67%. So we made a 10% plus return using the market value. Interestingly enough, if we do price value, we got 13%. When we use market value, it's only 10%. I'll let you think about that as to why that might be. Have a great day, and it's good working with you. Now you know how to do index value.